For bringing it out, Dominic. Congratulations on the DuPont Award and Designer's Dozen. Next we have a 1966 Chevrolet Nova, and it's from Chris York. It's got 20 by 15-inch intro wheels in the back. He bought this car in 9th grade in college school for one graduation. He graduated from the Center for Creative Studies in my stomping grounds in Detroit, where I live now. I went to school for transportation, but he finished his car up, and he's got a wonderful ride that he certainly thinks will be in the high 10s in the quarter mile. Although he hasn't run it down the quarter mile yet, but I know he will be soon. So thank you, Chris. Next we have a beautiful black 1967 Avanti 2. There were about 66 of these cars made, and this one's owned by Matthew Wendt. He bought it when he was 17. His dad matched $1,000 that he had saved up so that they could buy this as a restorer. The family is deep into Studebakers. He also owns a Studebaker pickup truck that he tows the car with. And it's just an absolute beautiful restoration by Matthew Wendt of Tonawanda, New York, North Tonawanda. Thank you, Matthew. Next we have a Malibu Blue 1970 Chevy Chevelle, built by Steve Wider. This car is just clean. All the wiring is sitting in the engine bay. Beautiful fit and finish. I know he does paint and body work for a living. He's got all the gaps dialed in on this car. It's just gorgeous. It all works well with a 461 in it. Thank you, Steve. Congratulations. Talking about orange, this is Vern Conway's Lamborghini Atlas Orange 59 Chevrolet El Camino. He took it into the shop last year for just a mild restoration. Just, do a few details on the car, keep it stock and so forth. I think the shop had a different idea in mind when they put the air ride on it and the big billet wheels, smoothed everything, and the car is just gorgeous. Make sure to check out the curly maple bed and accents in the back. The car's even had a stretched wheelbase. It's just beautiful. Vern, we thank you for bringing it out. Vern Conway from Brewerton, New York. And now for something completely different, we have Angelo Nardoni. He came up from Vineland, New Jersey. This is part 73 VW. It's part 55 Oldsmobile. It's part 36 Buick. The car has been shortened 27 inches. The top has been cut off. The size of the cab, the extended fenders. It's got an Oldsmobile badge up front, Cadillac bumpers. Does this guy have an imagination or what? Angelo, you made this a special show. Thank you for bringing your Beetle creation called Bugsy. Lakes pipes, Lincoln tail lights. It's Bugsy. Next up, with a 73 Pontiac. Yep, there it is. Painted viper green. This is Roger Yeomans, and he is from Rochester, New York. 2 weeks ago, that car was a rolling chassis. There was no body on top of the frame, on top of the wheels. He and a bunch of friends, family, got together, worked long days and nights to get it together for the Syracuse Nationals. And it's just a gorgeous car, top to bottom. One of the neatest things, I think, as a young kid, he didn't go with big billet wheels. He's got 15-inch wheels on there that capture the character of the muscle cars. And I love that Formula hood. And he has some fans in the crowd, I think. Congratulations. Next up is a 32 Ford Roadster from Jim Padgett. He's out of Clarksville, Maryland. It's satin black with a brown undercoat that they rubbed through to give it a little bit of a patina. That features independent front suspension for that nice ride. They stretched it 4 inches in the front and have a beautiful distressed brown leather interior inside. Jim, we thank you for bringing your car out to the Syracuse Nationals. Can anybody tell me what this car is? Lovely. Rusty. I think he forgot his polish and wax at home, which is just fine because we love it. It's a 27 Ford Model T, and it's owned by Ken Finch of Endicott, New York. It's got a VW wagon rear window. The front is part 37 LaSalle. It's got a 37 roof, 65 Mustang front bumpers, and a lot of creativity. The only thing he's got to wash on that car are the white walls. We like it. Thank you, Ken. I think I hear Peter White starting up back there with his 68 AMC AMX. We first saw this car at the Detroit Autorama where it wowed the crowd. Custom side exhaust, handmade suspension. He stretched the wheelbase and widened the track on the car. It's called Wicked, and it is. It's got a beautiful brown interior, nice little aluminum accents, satin hood, great stripes, and it is wicked. So Peter, thank you. Congratulations.
There you go.
Up next we have John White with his 49 Oldsmobile. He was here last year and wowed everybody. We are happy to have him back. It's a Fiesta Maroon 1949 Olds. It has been sectioned 4 inches. He's done a beautiful job with this Aurora-powered vehicle that they actually went out to Shelby in Vegas and got one of their Aurora motors that they weren't using for a Shelby Series 1. And it makes it a spectacular car. A lot of beautiful work in that. Thank you very much, John. Next we have a combination of old and new. It's Don Kalina's 63 Chevrolet Corvette split window. He's out of Dalton, Pennsylvania. He owns the Corvettes and loves them. This one has a Paul Newman chassis underneath it that features the C4 Corvette suspension. And it's got all the classic looks with the stock body on the outside. The only clue that gives it away is the modern wheels. But he can cruise, get 24 miles per gallon with the AC on and have one of the coolest vets going. We thank Don for bringing it out.
Wow. 24 miles per gallon?
Vroom, vroom. All right. Getting back to the custom side of things is Justin Altman from Phoenix, New York. He's got a 59 Chevy Mustang done in kind of a traditional custom style, something that maybe Gene Winfield would like. It's aqua metallic with white scallops, 210 louvers in the hood, bob front and rear bumpers with roll pans, beautiful bell flower tips coming out the back, and that's a 61 Mercury grill in the front. We want to thank Justin for bringing his low and sweet ride out to the Syracuse Nationals. All right, we're getting down to just a few more here. We've got Jim McLaughlin in his 67 Shelby GT350. He tried to buy this car for 8 years from the owner, and he teased him quite a bit with putting little model Shelby cars in the guy's mailbox every couple of months to let him know that he was still interested in the car. Well, he was finally able to purchase it. It's got vintage California plates. It's beautifully restored. And once a year, he takes it out to the track for a few parade laps. Jim, thanks for bringing out the Shelby. And here's another VW by Gilles Raymond of St. Denis, Quebec. I hope I got that right. It's a 68 VW. That green is actually a Mercedes color. The hood, the fenders, and the deck lid are actually from a 1958, even though the vehicle's a 68. He's a longtime street rodder, and he wanted to build something different, and I think he did. One of the neat features on the car, the turn signals are off of a classic bicycle put on the front fender. And we thank Gilles for bringing it out. And I think our final designer's dozen pick is this 1934 Ford Model BB, powered by a 302 Ford. It's got a modern Chevy 1-ton chassis underneath it. And it's from Mark Byron of Charlton, Massachusetts. He's done it up with the Barclays fine wine theme. And the interesting point is, he doesn't even like wine. But he found the carved dog and thought it would make a great theme with the truck. And they put the wine casks on the back and it